So good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to our third lesson today, and our topic for today will be navigating the knowledge ability statement gaps for professional development in the healthcare sector. So let us take a few minutes, okay, to recall back what we have actually learned from the previous lesson, lesson 1 and lesson 2, and by playing a Kahoot game to test your recall. So just get your mobile and log into this Kahoot game. Okay, so can you log into this Kahoot game? Okay, so 3 more, 1 more. Okay, so can we start? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so this is a pre-quiz. Okay, question 1. Which framework provides the skills and competency for healthcare professionals? Well done. So this is the correct answer. Yeah, Skill Future Framework. So we will move on to the next question. So Malati is in leading. Okay, question 2. What does TSC stands for in the skills framework? Okay, good. So it's technical skills and competency. Yes, all of you got right. Okay, so next, our third question. The skills framework helps learner to identify the competency required for their desired job role. True or false? Okay, great, true. So this is the correct answer. So Malati is in leading. So our last question. What is CCS in the skills framework stands for? Yes, it's a critical core skills. Okay, well done everyone. Let us see who is in leading. So I think it's Malati Sister Kavita is in leading. Okay, so well done. So let's take this learning into today's lesson, and also it looks like everyone can remember whatever you have learned in lesson 1 and lesson 2. Okay, so before I continue, so this is our learning outcome for today's lesson. So at the end of the session, the learner are able to determine at least one knowledge and one ability statement that you are lacking in for the identified TSC and CCS as part of your skill upgrading in healthcare sector. Okay, so next I need all of you to actually write down the identified TSC and also CCS that you have identified from your previous lesson. Okay, you can use this post-it note. Each of you can get one. Then I'm going to give you the handout for your reference as well. Andy, do you need any help? Okay, so now you need to list down the TSC and also CCS that you have identified from your previous lesson. Is there anything urgent that you need to? Okay, so maybe can we wait later after the class? Can? Okay. So please identify one TSC and also CCS. Done? Okay. So looks like everyone has completed. So can one of you share what is the identified TSC and also CCS. Maybe Malati wanted to try.
Okay. Patient care delivery nursing is a TSC.
Okay. Then what is the proficiency level?
Is level 2.
Okay. Then how about CCS?
Interpersonal skills is a basic.
Okay, maybe Sister Kavita, would you like to share with us what is the TSC that you have actually identified and CCS?
Yeah, similar to Malati, patient care delivery in nursing level 2. CCS is communication basic.
Oh, okay. So thanks for sharing. Okay, so since majority of you actually identify the TSC is patient care delivery in nursing level 2 and also CCS is communication basic. So next I will demonstrate on how to navigate the knowledge and ability segment under the skills framework. Okay, so I will be demonstrating, so all of you have to pay attention on this. Then later all of you are required to return demo as well. So before I demonstrate, I would like to check, okay, whether all of you are able to download the skills framework and also your CCS document in your previous lesson. How many of you actually have downloaded? Andy, are you still busy with the phone? Okay, so maybe you wanted to answer the call when you answered the lesson. Yes. Okay. So did you manage to download? If those who cannot download, maybe I will just go through, okay, how to download this folder. Okay, so first you have to go into this Skills Future website, okay, then okay, so when you log in to Skill Future, the website, then you will be able to see this page, Skills Framework for Healthcare. Then you can scroll down all the way, then you will be seeing skills and competencies. So there's two tabs that you need to click to download. The first one is to download the critical core document, and another one is to download your job skills portal. So when you download this, you will be able to see the skills framework data set. So you just click, then you will be able to download. Okay, so next I'm going to move on and demonstrate to you on how to identify the knowledge and ability for each identified TSC and CCS. Okay, so can we continue? Is there any questions so far? You guys can follow? Yeah. Okay, so now you can see there's three tabs below. Okay, there's blue and yellow. So now you just focus on the yellow tab. Okay. Okay, can you focus on the yellow tab, TSC and CCS, K and A? Okay, so when you click this tab, right, so the first thing that you need to do is you have to filter. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is okay, so the first one is you have to click to TSC. Okay, then you just observe, later you can hands on. Yeah, so first is you have to click CCS. Okay, then you have to change the title. You have to filter the title, communication. Okay, you have to choose communication. And can you remember the proficiency level for communication that you have actually identified is basic, right? Okay, so we're going to zoom down to basic. Okay, so this is the identified knowledge and ability, okay, that you can see. So later you can actually identify what are the gap, okay, for the knowledge and ability. Then you can write down later during the activity. So for any question for CCS? Okay, so there's another method. You remember just now when you download the CCS reference folder, okay, this is another method where you can identify your CCS as well. So you have to click and open this interacting with others since you selected communication. So you can see the PDF file on communication. You click on this PDF file, communication. So you should be able to see the CCS basic for communication. Then there's a knowledge and ability listed here for you to identify. Okay. Okay. Next is I will be going through with you how to identify the TSC. So before that, you need to clear the filter. Okay, so this. Okay, so you have to clear the filter. Then. Okay, so now first is you have to select TSC. So this is the second step, yeah. So you have to identify the sector. What is the sector that you need to filter is healthcare, yeah. Healthcare. Then your title will be, what is your title? Patient care delivery in nursing, right? And the proficiency level will be level 2, yeah. So now you will be able to see and filter the knowledge and ability that you can select from this template as well. Any questions so far? Can follow? Okay, so now let us move on. Okay. Okay, so now I want you to work in pair. Okay, so you have to teach one learner to guide another learner in navigating the skills framework using your laptop to identify the knowledge and ability statement as demonstrated. Then you guys can swap the role. Maybe take 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, once you're done, you just let me know. Okay, so once you're done, you can swap your role, okay? Your partner can teach you as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay, follow so far? So able to identify the TSC and CCS. Great. Okay, so now let's since all of you are able to navigate, okay, and also to identify the skills and competency component in your skills framework. Okay, I want all of you to write down in the A4 paper that I will distribute later your knowledge and ability for each TSC and CCS. Okay, so I'm going to give you the print out copy as well, so that easy for you to actually see. Then this is the A4 paper. So please write down your TSC. This is the so one of you will share later. If you can use this if you want, or you can actually refer to the Excel template as well. Okay, so you have to identify one knowledge and ability for each category. Okay. Okay, it looks like everyone has identified the K and A for each category. So maybe one of you can share with the class. Maybe Malati, would you like to try?
Which one?
The knowledge and ability for each category.
PTCS, for patient care delivery in nursing.
Okay.
Knowledge is basic structure and functions of heart.
Mm-hmm.
Ability is assess patients in admission and discharge.
Great. Okay, so you managed to identify, yeah? So for TSC and CCS. How about Andy, would you like to try? Okay, what
Yeah,
are
I
the...
identify the CCS for this healthcare assistance.
Okay.
The knowledge statement, I think what stood out to me is the verbal and non-verbal communication.
Okay.
And then the ability is to implement the verbal and non-verbal.
Very good. Okay, great. So, thank you for your sharing. Okay, so I felt that most of you are able to navigate and also able to identify the knowledge and ability from the skills framework. But some of you require extra time or more time to actually navigate because of the steps. Okay, because there's a lot of steps that we need to go through in order for you to identify the TSC. Otherwise, good job. Okay, so next is our debrief. Okay, I'm going to give you a post-it note. Okay, I want you to actually answer all these 3 questions and one of you to share later. Okay, so the first question is, what challenges did you face while completing the task? And what surprised you the most about this activity, and how can you apply this knowledge to your personal growth? Okay.
Just give me 5 minutes.
Okay, maybe Kavita, would you like to try?
The challenges was firstly about navigating, but then I think after you teach, I was able to actually do the activity. So that's
Okay.
number 2. So
Okay,
number
good.
3,
How can you
I will
apply?
identify the K and A, so that is useful for me to go.
Great. Okay, so how about the rest? Do you have the similar answer?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Same. Okay, great. How about Andy? You wanted to share? What is your challenge?
Same also. At first the navigation was can be difficult. I've been also busy with my work. Then after that I followed through and then also Marty guided me.
Very good. Okay.
I think what surprised me was the importance of communication. Yeah, and then I'll try to take note of my own non-verbal ability.
Okay, great. Okay, so all of you able to list down at least one answer for this. Okay, good job. Okay, next we're going to test your understanding about today's lesson. Okay, so we're going to have another Kahoot quiz again. So get your mobile ready. Okay, then we will see how much you can remember. Okay, there's only 2 questions for this. Okay, let's start. Okay, 3 more pages. Okay, 1 more to go. Okay, can we start? Okay, first question. This is for to test your knowledge. Okay, question 1. What is the purpose of identifying knowledge and ability statement in healthcare sector? Well done. Actually, so the answer is to recognize area for skill upgrading. Okay, so next is next question. This will be your last question. Okay. So Andy is in leading. Okay, I'm going to go read Okay, so arrange the step in identifying knowledge and ability gaps for skills upgrading. So you need to know the sequence, okay, how to identify the knowledge and ability in your skills framework. Nah? Okay, so let's see, 3 of you got wrong. Okay, so what is your first step? So the first step will be to identify the relevant TSC and CCS, then assess your current skill and competency, followed by determine the knowledge and ability statement you are lacking. Then this is for you to plan the skills upgrading. Okay, good try. Well, okay, so let's move on. So Kavita is in reading at number 3 and Andy is 2 and who is this? Flower, is it? Malati. Okay. Good try. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. So this is okay, so this is summary. In today's lesson, we actually covered on how to identify TSC and CCS for healthcare assistant role, and all of you able to navigate through the future skills framework step by step to determine the knowledge and ability statement that you are lacking for skills upgrading. Okay, so I need all of you to reflect, and please write down your own reflection on 1 minute paper. What are the key takeaway from today's session, and one area of application of the knowledge to personal growth? So maybe about 1 minute. Okay, and later one learner can share with us. Okay. Anyone would like to share? Okay, Kavita, maybe you want to try?
So one key takeaway is how to identify the K and A from the spreadsheet. And then one area of application is understanding how can I improve in terms of communication for my CCS. So I will
Okay.
identify causes.
Okay, good. So anyone else would like to share as well? Maybe Andy?
Yeah, I think the one key takeaway is to really understand it's important to assess my skills based on the
Yes.
TSC and the knowledge and
Great.
ability statement.
Mm-hmm.
I think how I can apply is that first prioritize which are the skills that I think I want to improve on, and then I can start to plan for the training.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, the reflection with the entire class. Okay, then do you have any question for me? No. If there's no question, thank you for your participation, and I will be seeing you next week. Okay, then if you have any question, you can send email to me. Otherwise, I will end the class today. Thank you.
Thank you.